Whether buying a commercial oven, acquiring a duplex, or funding an expansion, deploying upfront capital is a heavy commitment. The instinct is to evaluate the investment using simple math. You subtract your upfront costs from your expected future revenue and look at the leftover profit to decide if it is a smart move. But that basic arithmetic ignores a punishing reality: the time value of money. This line graph shows exactly what happens to a $100 bill at year zero. Over a 5-year timeline, its purchasing power steadily drops due to inflation. While inflation eats away at the buying power, opportunity cost compounds the damage. Every dollar tied up in that bakery oven is a dollar you can't invest in a high-yield savings account or a different project right now. The true value of your future returns is constantly eroding. To accurately measure an investment against those forces, you have to calculate its net present value. The problem is, building a discounted cash flow model from scratch in Excel is intimidating, and one misplaced parenthesis can ruin your entire projection. The MiniWebTool NPV Calculator bridges that gap. It gives you the rigorous accuracy of a custom spreadsheet without the friction of having to construct the model yourself. By relying on a dedicated calculator, you bypass hours of manual cell formatting and eliminate the formula errors that lead to bad capital allocation decisions. Using the tool requires 3 specific data inputs: the amount of your initial investment, your discount rate, and your projected cash flows for each future period. Think of the discount rate as your baseline hurdle. It represents the interest rate you are paying to borrow the capital, or the absolute minimum rate of return you require to make the risk worthwhile. Enter those figures, and the tool instantly outputs a single, mathematically precise net present value. This animated bar chart maps your investment timeline. Red represents initial investment, followed by green future cash flows, and a cumulative trend line. For action-biased users, this provides instant clarity, letting you pinpoint the exact moment the present value crosses zero and turns profitable. But there is a trade-off. The calculator operates on the garbage in, garbage out principle. If you enter wildly optimistic revenue projections, the tool will spit out a visually pristine, highly profitable NPV, giving you a false sense of security. The tool executes the math accurately, which means your primary job is ensuring your business assumptions are actually grounded in reality. Eventually, you will need to choose between 2 vastly different opportunities. You might find yourself weighing a $10,000 software upgrade against a $100,000 marketing campaign. Looking at the raw net present value won't help you choose. A massive project will naturally generate larger total dollar returns, which obscures how efficiently it's actually using your capital. To solve this, the tool calculates the internal rate of return. This matrix compares project A and B. Converting returns into IRR percentages reveals which project generates more value. It also outputs the Profitability Index, normalizing return against investment size. Scores above 1.0 indicate value. IRR does have a mathematical blind spot. If your project has non-conventional cash flows, meaning you have years of positive returns alternating with years of negative losses, the calculation can output misleading percentages. MiniWebTool counters this trap by presenting the NPV and IRR side by side. If the percentage looks strange, you are forced to cross-reference it against the absolute dollar value. By delivering IRR and the Profitability Index together, the calculator acts as a strategic comparison engine, allowing risk-conscious investors to weigh varying scenarios with a standardized metric. Most financial software treats your numbers like a black box. You feed the data in, a final number pops out, and you have no way to verify the steps in between. Small business owners rely on the payback period output to see the exact physical timeline of when they will get their initial cash back in the bank. To provide full visibility, the tool includes a step-by-step formula breakdown. The final NPV result expands to show underlying mathematical equations, written out line by line. If you are a finance student, this exact layout is necessary for checking your homework, studying for exams, and actually showing your work. Reading through granular equations does require more cognitive load and screen space than just glancing at a simplified summary dashboard. But that radical transparency ensures you aren't just blindly trusting a web tool. You can actually understand, verify, and defend the logic behind your financial decisions. The final question is whether this specific calculator aligns with your strategic needs. This decision tree flowchart helps determine if the tool is the right fit, matching different user profiles to specific features. If you're an enterprise analyst, you should seek alternatives. You likely need bespoke debt modeling, and this tool is too streamlined for that complexity. For small business owners, it is highly recommended. The instant visual certainty and clear payback period timeline are perfect for quick capital decisions. Real estate investors also get a highly recommended rating. The Profitability Index allows you to rapidly compare multiple properties. And for students, it is highly recommended because the formula breakdown forces you to learn the actual mechanics of the time value of money. Ultimately, you are trading the infinite blank canvas customization of a spreadsheet for a rigid, guided interface that prioritizes speed and error prevention. Because you don't have to build the formulas yourself, you can spend your time interrogating the quality of your business strategy. To start running your own capital scenarios, click the link below to access the MiniWebTool NPV Calculator. It delivers the precise level of financial complexity required, exactly when you need to make a choice. Subscribe to MiniWebTool for more guides on making the math work for you.